Hello, it's me again. Your dungeon master, your best. I'm not gonna do the Griffin McElroy thing. I shout out to Griffin McElroy. I still can't figure out an intro, so I'm just gonna ramble like I always do. It's
us. We're playing.
Yes, it's us. It's been a few weeks. We've had holidays and stuff, and we did we did a little one shot in between that we didn't record. But we are back, and we are in the necropolis of Tillamook, which is where the old Dragonlords are buried, and the guys are just looking to make some fat stacks and just rob some tombs and just be awful people, right?
Yes, that's exactly our intent here.
That's our MO.
As they walk around with Detect Magic up, like, careful to note which of these tombs are consecrated, just so that they don't... we know this was out of self-preservation and not trying to be nice, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Totally.
You guys are very respectful and polite, and I shouldn't ever imply that you aren't.
This is character assassination.
Yeah.
It is.
Impugn our honor.
It is. Hey, I've got
to precede the actual character assassination.
Yeah, I'm controlling Falbin's character sheet today, so I have the assassinate feature. I'm, by the rules, allowed to do that. Does anybody want to try to give a recap? I think I need it too.
I can't remember it all.
I mean, I'll give it a shake.
Okay, go for it.
So, I believe we left off the beginning of last session, still standing in front of the tomb of Lucas Pelagon. And we did some investigating there. I don't know if it was that session or the session before, we found out that Gaius is actually a regular here and often visits that tomb. It's like a, what? Shade was like, you know what, just be safe. Let's crack open this sarcophagus and make sure my dead body's not in it. And it wasn't, lo and behold. Let's see, I believe it was Kyra gave Magus a piggyback ride to run all over all the tombs, detecting magic, to make sure we knew which ones were safe and which ones weren't.
It's like first and a half base, right?
Sure. I mean, you're... Yeah, we'll call it that. I mean, you made a home run, technically. You went all the way around.
And so we knew which ones were safe, which ones weren't. We kind of took a quick look at all the tombs. And before we finally made our way over to really the big tomb, not the like ziggurat pyramid thing where Balmitria is entombed, but this one. And we saw like bloody writing on the door talking about death and dismemberment and fun things like that. And
Beware
so we said,
the butcher.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, so we're like, hey, this seems like a cool, chill place. Let's go in there. So we did. And everything was fine at first. We just kind of moseyed on through and realized, hey, these are kind of confusing corridors, kind of like a maze or a labyrinth. And then we fought some skeleton minotaurs. Took a couple of their skulls, because why not?
You took one of their great axes.
Swords.
Yeah,
because those things are cool.
Huge Dark Souls great axe. Yeah.
Yup. Yeah, and so we were just kind of bebopping through, being like, hey, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. And then we rounded a corner, or we hit a dead end, and we rounded a corner and be like, hey, we'll go back. And then the butcher, the one that we were supposed to beware of, showed up and said, you know what?
This guy.
Shade. Yeah, that guy, big guy. Yeah, he said, you know what, Shade, I'm going to bequeath my bloodlust to ye. Go forth and have fun. And that's where we stopped.
And he did bequeath, and we ended the session with Shade turning to the rest of the party with these blood red eyes that are normally beautiful and blue, like little sapphires.
I have updated tokens.
Yeah. I'm
Reflect.
showing the class. We have these red eyes here, and then this beast like Hulk form of your Echo, which I think you told me was actually one of your early arts that you came across for Shade. Yeah, everybody's very scared, and let me get the music back on.
We're fighting Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. This is the Red Eye Black Echo and the Red Eye White Tiger.
Yes, precisely.
Nerds. Okay.
You got that right.
Says the DM.
Hey, DMing is cool and sexy and not nerdy. All right, so I'm on YouTube. So we're in combat. We ended the session in combat, and Graxus, the butcher, he said to Shade, "You seem to be a butcher yourself," and then did his spell and just walked through the wall and left you guys to your own. And it is currently Magus's turn.
I believe that the turn order before we left, it was Theo and then Magus, and then
Because it was a legendary action that Graxus did that on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. So Theo, you are face to face with our boy Shade, who clearly is like, is Shade like snarling or anything? Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, basically, he just turned to him. He's not really like doing anything yet, but he is definitely like teeth bared, staring at Theo.
Yeah. So, what do you do?
Where is Rue?
Rue is around the corner, over here. I don't. So I did ask, like, I did let you guys arrange yourselves where you wanted before this encounter took place. If you wanted Rue to be in a specific place, I can put him there.
I probably put him over next to me. Would he be able to fly over on top?
I think we did discuss that last time. He can fly above you in the same space. Yeah. He's kind of bouncing clumsily off the walls, but
so I can select it.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to read up on a move here real quick. That could be good.
This isn't combat music. Hold on. I mean, you guys don't have to fight him. You could just use diplomacy.
Yeah. So I'm going to have Rue fly over to me, and then I'm going to Talon.
On Shade?
Yeah.
So just without a thought, you haven't even been attacked yet.
Yeah, I've seen that look before. I've lived in nature.
Oh.
I know feral animals.
Sure.
And the hair on my back of my neck is just standing on end, and I know that this guy is about to cut me.
Okay, I like that. That is an in-character explanation.
I'm gonna do talons on him.
Okay. Because of the update to Foundry, you will have to now like roll attack and then roll damage. The thing that combined them before.
I would like to do advantage.
Okay. Yeah. I think an 18 doesn't hit. Shade's got that heavy Umber Hulk plate armor.
You're kidding me. Are you kidding me? Can I add 5 with my second?
Yeah, with your inspiration, you can. So
okay.
A 23 would hit.
Yes.
Okay. Then roll for damage.
That is no small feat.
Boom.
Nice, Shade.
All right. Now, Rue has the distracting nuisance, which when I strike with my talons, opponent cannot take opportunity attack.
Yeah. Oh, wait, are you serious?
Yes.
So now I am going to run like the devil.
Amazing.
Bye, Felicia.
Would you mind taking Falman with you?
That's
Theo
great.
will still be here. Theo I just moved him because I couldn't.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just gonna.
Here,
I'm gonna
turn you
Can
around.
I drag Falbin? Is that what you want me to do, Vegas?
Yes.
I don't know the exact rule for that, but it'll probably slow your movement down by, we'll say, half. You would get behind.
I have expeditious retreat.
Oh,
Can I use this?
does that double your movement speed? I believe.
Let me read.
Well, I believe action economy of that, it doesn't work out. So like you would use your bonus action to cast the spell, which allows you to use future bonus actions to dash.
This spell allows you to move and grow. When you cast this
Oh,
spell,
yep.
and then as a bonus action on each of your turns. So it sounds like I could use an action to cast it, and then I could use my bonus action to dash.
Yeah, go for
right
it.
away. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, because I don't know if there's a rule on if you can cast a bonus action spell as an action. Like, I don't see why not. We'll seek clarification later,
right.
but because Expeditious Retreat costs a bonus action to cast. Is the thing.
I don't want to cheat, so.
I think it's fine because you're not stacking it with another spell, and it's actually worse than doing like a bonus action spell and then an action.
Would you still have like your action available to like hold a gunshot if the butcher reappears?
No, he's using an action to cast it instead of a bonus action.
Cast it.
Okay.
I don't think the butcher's gonna come back instantly. He left his treat.
Why don't you bonus action cast Expeditious Retreat if you want to, and then use your action to dash?
Dash gives me twice the movement?
Yeah.
Is that how does dash work?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Dash just lets you move again.
Okay. I am now casting Expeditious Retreat, and that will give me 60 feet of movement, which will land me. Why does that say 20? Why is that? The calculations.
I don't know. Ignore that. Just ignore it.
I guess it's in a straight line, so.
I wonder if it's counting the spaces you're moving through other characters as difficult terrain or something.
Whoa, now I'm pinging myself. How do I do the little waypoint?
I believe you hit space at each junction, like at each waypoint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now it works. Ha ha! See, now it's recalculating way over there. So that says 30 feet and then 10 feet and then... So it's doing it incrementally? This says
Are
it's
you
80.
taking
That's not...
Falbin with you?
I am, so it would be
It'd
half
be 30
then?
feet,
Yeah, so
yeah.
you'd only go to 30 feet.
Then I'll just...
Okay.
Semantics.
So you zoom over there. Let me get the bassinet out of the way. Get out of there, baby.
Let me move, because Rue would be able to fly further.
I'll move Kyra too. Oh,
If that's 30, it would be Rue would fly another 30, because Rue gets. Whoa, Rue, come back.
he's right here.
Okay.
Rue decides that it's been nice.
You haven't been the
Peace.
best master. Okay, so he would make it there. Now Theo would be there. My turn is now over.
Okay, amazing. That Talon Strike is gonna be clutch.
I really needed that to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I thought about trying to use an inspiration to put it at disadvantage, but it's like that wouldn't be very
No,
party friendly.
don't. You weren't thinking that. Let me have my moment.
You're having too much fun as an evil player.
I'll admit I might be.
I
mean, right now I have no attack of opportunity, so you guys are all free to run away.
Okay, so it's Graxus's turn. He is going to huh? What?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I was just trying to think turn order wise. No, yeah, if it is Go for it.
Yeah. He's going to appear and cut off Rue's retreat. And he is going to... you know what? He's actually going to gore him with his horns.
No!
He's not charging, but let's say 10 to hit on the first one, which is a miss. And then he's going to do it one more time. And that's a...
I love the notification. Game Master privately rolled some dice.
Can I...
he rolled... yes?
If I wanted to do impose disadvantage using luck, would that be something I would have to do on my own turn?
Does luck work on another creature, or is it just any roll? Can you post what Lucky does in the chat?
I will
think
find it.
Because it might be every, like, I don't know, it might be you can substitute any roll.
This is a different format now. They changed the way things look. You know how hard it is for old people in tech. I mean, anything changes.
When you make an attack roll, an ability throw, or saving, or ability check or saving throw, you can spend one luck point to roll an additional d20. So you can also spend a luck point when an attack roll is made against you.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, do I want to extend this to Rue? Because this is a precedent, right?
It is a precedent. I did give them a spark of life.
Let's do it. Do it. Yeah, you can spend a luck point to have a roll against Rue made at disadvantage. Did I mention that he crit on this last one?
Oh, you did not yet.
So we're gonna see what he does this time. It's not a crit, but it is a hit. A 24.
Shit.
And Rue is going to take 19 piercing damage as he just, like, head height, because Rue's flying about 8 feet off the ground, and Graxus just, like, same height, just, like, headbutts him.
Oh, my God.
And
I can't see Rue right now, so I don't know.
Rue is down to 2 HP.
What?
Yeah, Megas.
Not cool. Not cool.
All right, Megas.
Okay.
Remember, this guy can walk through walls. Oh, that's neat. Rue's blood is like oily looking. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's so cool. Thanks. I didn't need to know that.
I guess they'll have to deal with that. I have a tiger.
Oh, why is it paused? Oh, the cat sat on the keyboard and paused the game. Sorry.
Hey, have you been staying on keyboards again?
I did be doing that.
All right. I'm going to do several things. I'm going to use free action to speak and say, Kyra, the bassinet, if you don't mind.
Oh, I closed it. Yes, we're good.
And with my bonus action, I am going to pray.
Okay.
And I am going to offer a prayer to Mitros. And I am going to basically say, Matron of Protection, grant me your favor and clear my friend's mind. And then I will draw my Xephos. And I am going to move. Yeah, there.
Okay.
And I am going to look at Shade and say, only your pride, my friend. And I will take the dodge action.
As Megas readies to duel with Shade. Roll a religion check, please.
Come on. There we go.
26. You are deep within this mountain in a place of death and darkness, and you are in the lair of a creature known as the Butcher. But your prayer, you feel, has been heard. I'm going to give Shade advantage on his wisdom save at the end of his turn.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And on that note, Shade, your mind is full of bloodlust, and as it is now, Magus is your only target, who you must attack.
Yep. Oh yeah. So with just kind of feral, Shade just lunges forward, not staying at reach like he normally would, and attacks Magus. Let's see here. He will use the attack. Normal.
Disadvantage because I took the dodge action.
Oh, it's a disadvantage? Oh, well.
Well, this one was a 10, so I think
All right.
you missed regardless.
That'll miss.
Yeah,
I'm at 16 AC with mage armor.
the glaive swings horizontally, and Magus just like crouches really quickly, and sparks as the glaive slices the wall around you and behind you.
And see Shade almost just infuriated at missing, and he will use his bonus action to Daunting Roar.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How many attacks does Shade get if he takes the attack action?
He has extra attack. He has 2. But your dodge works on all of them.
Yes, but he only rolled 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've split the attack action before.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. So Magus, go ahead and roll that wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Wisdom is not my greatest. Ooh.
Oh,
Well, you rolled all right.
you stare down this roar with great bravery.
I've beaten you before, I tell myself.
And then Shade will attack again.
Just misses.
It does?
Yeah, my AC is 16 because I still have mage armor up.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll say this one, since the mage armor is the difference between a hit and a miss, the mage armor is what deflects the blade. Like you duck down and then Shade corrects, and you're not able to dodge out of the way, but it does glance off this like shimmering field around your head. Okay.
And then basically after this happens, Shade kind of resets. You see the echo step around the corner, and from what you see, the echo also has the glowing red eyes, like Shade does right now. But the thing you would have take note of is that this echo has far more detail than you would normally see of Shade's echo. Normally, it's like shadowy and somewhat indistinct. This is like crystal clear, like a doppelganger of Shade, but completely lost to savagery. Like his armor is in shreds. You see what seem to be wounds. I mean, they're all in basically grayscale, but wounds and blood dripping from him, and just like drool and spittle from his mouth, and he just looks like an animal.
Wow.
But still clutching the glaive.
That's not good.
Primal.
Lovely. Well done.
And that will be Shade's turn.
Okay, go ahead and roll the wisdom
roll
save.
mine.
Yeah, it is at advantage because of Magus's prayer to Valus.
Where?
Was it Valus or Mitros you prayed to?
Mitros.
Mitros, right.
You said it's shift for advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Gift it.
You're looking for a 14.
Oh yeah!
Nice. Okay, so Magus, you withstand this flurry of blows and this roar right in your face from Shade, and then his echo, this this glimpse into this horrible fate that befell this
I would
beast.
say, can we just have him not have any visible indication of changing yet?
Of changing.
Just
Like
for visual.
of saving yet?
Yeah,
Like for right now, there's
totally.
no visible indication that Shade has saved.
Totally. I love it. Yeah, we'll get back to that. So Falbin's turn. So Falbin, I think, would have heard the impact of Graxus connecting with Rue, and I think he's going to loop around the corner, and he's going to do his double dagger throw thingy. It's going to hit him with the rebound. We're going to try.
Exactly how you would say it.
That is how he would say it.
Hit him. I'm going to give him the dagger. I'm going to give him the rebound.
Give him the rebound. It's a 12 on the first one, which is a miss. I don't know how he does the bonus action version, but I'm just going to roll it again.
I think it's just minus proficiency bonus.
Oh, yeah. This one is it's enough to hit. And since Rue he's almost dead, but Rue is there, he will get sneak attack. Yeah. So the damage will be 10 piercing damage plus sneak attack, which is 9. So he is not on fire. Why does it show that he's
On
weak?
fire with his rolls.
Yeah. Okay. So the butcher's gonna take 19 piercing damage from that,
Nice.
and he'll duck back around the corner with the rest of his movement. Theo.
Okay, roar.
I'm gonna move Kyra and the bassinet just like out of the way.
Okay, so I can't see Rue. Is Rue still in
Rue
front
is
of...
directly opposite this wall from you.
Okay, I'm gonna move my guy just so I can see.
Yep, totally fine.
Okay, so. Oh, poor Rue. Rue will Talon Strike this sucker. And so if I wanted to use luck to do an advantage on that Talon Strike,
We
did I
did.
do that before, or could I see the roll?
I think it's before you know before you know whether it hits or not. Like I think you can do it
Okay.
after the roll, but if I already told you if it hit, then you would be able to. So
Okay,
I will.
so I'll roll the first one. Don't say anything.
I won't say anything.
Don't say anything. Yeah, we know that doesn't hit.
Oh God!
I'm gonna.
Did you guys hear that sound effect?
A
That was
glass shattering. Yeah.
so loud. What the hell?
Okay, let's try another one. Okay, yeah, that I like that advantage.
Cool.
So I'll do that.
Yeah.
I assume that hits.
It does.
So I'll roll damage. Take 4, and call me in the morning. Rue will fly away, not getting hit. And I'll move Theo back to where he was. This is agonizing.
Okay.
Slow. Okay. All right. Okay. So now Theo's turn. Theo will cast Mend.
Oh.
Mending.
Yeah. On Rue.
And try to give him, a modicum of health.
Is that? What amount of
I
health
think
does
this
that give
is-
him? Is that how you fix Rue normally?
Yeah. This spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell
Oh.
can't restore magic to such an object. It says... I mean, I don't think we've had, like, a set... I mean, the rule, it says leaving no trace of former damage for, like, items and stuff. I don't know if that would apply to... It seems OP if it did.
I might have it just act as like cure wounds. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like, because I think normally it's like, oh, if his wing was broken off, you could put it back on. But since you're going at it from like a healing point of view, I'd say just cure wounds would probably be what we'd use.
Okay. So mending you wouldn't be the way.
Oh no, I mean you would use mending and it would just work as if you would cast.
Roll.
Yeah, like for Rue, it would be like you cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, I cast mending, but I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll this.
Are they the same? Oh, and the thing is, they're not the same level spells. So if you just lost a spell slot now, you just get it back because mending is a cantrip.
Gotcha. Yeah, I made sure not to check that box.
Okay. Yeah,
Or
Rue gets 5 health.
Sweet. And I guess that would be an action
Yeah.
to do that. So as a bonus action, can I like ready myself to open fire if Braxis
That would be an action to
teleporter? Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any cool things I can do as a bonus action?
I don't know. I haven't looked at your character sheet in a while.
Great question. Neither have I.
I mean, you've got Expeditious Retreat on. You could run around really fast for a little bit.
I could run around in circles. I got my retreat blocked by Braxis the Brutal.
I will say for this time, if you want, I'll let you do a readied bonus action to use your bullseye lantern if he comes around the corner. Does that make sense? Because that casts
I'll take the deal.
Yeah? Cool. All right.
Take the deal.
I don't think that's... Normally, I don't think we'd do that, but I think that's... I think that's cool for now.
Yeah, I like that. We should do that.
Cool. All right.
Good brainstorming.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got...
I like it when we both play my character.
Same. Okay.
I'm gonna end my turn like a good little boy.
Sweet. And as you end your turn, you hear those footsteps coming down the hall, and it ends up right here. And Graxis looks at you and Falbin and just says, "Your cowardice makes me sick." And he is going to spew cursed blood on you in a cone.
Says the guy who teleports and walks through walls while running away.
Yeah, so that's a fair point. Yeah. So I'm gonna need.
You know what?
I'm gonna need you and Rue to make Constitution saving throws, and I'll have Falbin do the same. You're looking for a 14. Falbin fails.
Ooh.
Theo just passes. And Rue fails. So the damage you're going to take is... Where did it go?
None. Nil.
Oh, here.
Nothing. Nada.
Here it comes. Ooh, the dice are like red and black with skulls on them. That's cool. So he vomits this like... It's like... It's all red. Like the blood is all red, but it's like different shades of red. Like it's not his blood and it's not one creature's blood. It's just this stockpile of old various types of blood. And if you failed, you'll take if you failed, you'll take 11 necrotic damage.
Come on. Rue's a construct. Does necrotic damage work?
He's immune to poison, but not necrotic.
Oh, come on.
I can't explain in the moment how necrotic damage hurts a construct, but
it courses through the oil and corrupts it, making it rust.
Yeah, it changes it from the 5W20 that normally keeps Rue happy and lithe to 3W
trim
80. I don't know. I only know 5W20 or 40. I don't know. Okay, so Rue is down. And Falbin... Falbin also failed, so Falbin is going to take 11 necrotic. And he's right here. So, Magus.
Okay, since I have seen no change in Shade, I'm just going to hold position. Still taking the dodge action. I don't want to hurt him. But I will say to him, remember yourself. Remember us. Remember Ryzerend. Remember Finea. And that's my turn.
I like that. Okay. All right, Shade.
So at that, you see Shade kind of like almost like he slapped him in the face, just kind of snarl, wind up for like a big like two-handed strike, and just slam the blade of his glaive into the wall, and just gritting his teeth, just yell, "I will never be that monster again!" And just like plant his glaive there, just shaking. You see his eyes open, like the blue pinpricks in the middle, like right around his iris, but everything else is still red, just like slowly sleeping away. And just like make eye contact with Magus, just say, "Thank you." And he will also end his turn there.
Wow.
If you two are done staring at each other, I got a Mordor over here, and Rue's dead, so...
Inspiration to the both of you for that. That was awesome. Okay, so you ended your turn. All right, Falbin is face to face with Graxus, the butcher. So he's going to. Does his rapier do any? Yeah.
Is it? Never mind. You're good. Go ahead. Continue. I was just blurbering.
He's gonna do one stab with his Umber Hulk dagger, just for variety, which is a +1. 27 to hit. That'll be 7 damage. Oh, not to Falbin, to Graxus. And then he'll do a bonus action stab with his rebound dagger. Rolling a 13. That's a miss. Okay, Graxus as a legendary action is... he's going to... Theo, you see Graxus just towering over Falbin. I mean, Falbin is not a tall man, and Graxus is probably double his height. And he just looks down, and you see Graxus, just as a refresher, his physical appearance, he's a minotaur of impressive size, the biggest one you've ever seen, rippling muscle. You can't tell if he's like dead or alive. Normally, if you see an undead creature, you're like, yeah, they're undead. This one, you're not sure. But he wields this huge two-handed great axe with just the one hand. And the great axe is of like this, you can't tell if it's gold or bronze, but there's this gleaming golden metal with dragon motifs on it. And the shield is this big round golden shield with this open lion mouth on the front. Both are like kind of rusted, kind of dented, but he wields them as if they were toys. And he looks down at Falbin, and he just kind of gently places the head of the axe on Falbin's head and kind of taps it. And he says, "That's enough for now. I will see you in a bit." And he backs away and walks through a wall, and he's gone.
What the hell, man? I was about to shoot you in the face. You're the coward. Get back here.
As you say that, nothing happens, and we're out of combat.
Son of a butcher. Killed Rue and ran away. So mad I could spit.
Kyra runs up. She's like, "Oh my goodness, is Rue is he okay?"
No. some assembly may be required. Pick up little Rue's shattered body.
Can you fix him?
I can fix anything. Just give me some time.
I know you can. Magus, are you all right? I heard terrible noises.
I'm fine. I believe my streak in duels against Shade continues.
Was that really a win?
I count it as such.
Kyra doesn't ask that.
Still counts as one.
Oh, WON 1? That's good. Yeah, so...
Kind of a few moments later, you see Shade just kind of like head bowed, shoulders slumped, kind of come around the corner as well. Just doesn't say anything.
I'm assuming the description you had of your echo, where it was like very detailed and like covered in wounds and stuff, is back to that kind of just silhouette type form now, or?
More or less. It kind of holds for a few seconds after he comes around the corner, but it's like slowly dissipating, like the detail.
Okay.
Kind of fading off of it.
Yeah. Kyra says, "My, that's quite a harrowing visage there, Shade."
Have no idea.
Well, we clearly aren't safe here. That creature, he's left us be for now, but who knows when he'll come back.
Well, do we wish to try and find the rest of our way through this labyrinth, or exit entirely and recoup?
I feel like if we don't push on now, he'll just be ready for us next time. At least now, maybe he's used up some of his tricks.
Perhaps. So have I.
So have I.
Let's see. I'm going to go into my mind palace and mentally map how we've gone.
Yeah, so
how far we've gone.
I think everybody should have a view of the path that you've taken so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there is still any amount of space that could be left in here. Although returning to one of the other paths would take us back close to the entrance, so if we're really feeling tapped by then, we could just leave. So there's one other unexplored path up here, right next to us. But other than that, we'd just be doing a lot of backtracking.
Press on and kind of try to make our way toward the exit while exploring.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, y'all feel free to explore at will, and I'll stop you if anything happens.
I'm going to turn to Shade and say, "You good?"
Yeah, I'm good. And he
Okay.
would take his position back up behind Falbin.
As he's passing me, I'll give him a pat on the shoulder and say, "Hey, good talk."
Kind of see a wry smile. And he just keeps going. All right. Well, I think Falbin has to move before the rest of us can move.
Oh, you can't move through him?
I can move
okay.
over him. There you go.
Tim, just for like convenience sake, just move Theo around and then like I'll drag Rue over to you guys whenever you stop for anything.
I like this.
Maybe same for your Echo Shade.
Okay.
We'll just move your primary characters so that you can use the keys, the direction keys, and you can just move quickly.
Getting some weird like movement lag.
Yeah,
and now I'm in a wall.
I've noticed that too. Oh, you're back out of the wall.
What the hey?
Hey, what's new, right?
I will say that as I'm moving forward, I'm taking the action to ready an attack with my short sword if the butcher reappears next to me.
Okay, so you're like proceeding carefully, like sword drawn, ready to attack. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I need to restart this so that it doesn't?
Let me get Falbin.
Yeah, it's super laggy for me too. Oh yeah, I've now moved 2 spaces.
Wow.
Laggy for me, which is unique.
It's not laggy for you.
It randomly lags and then it'll just be normal. Like
Let's
stutters.
see.
Yeah, it feels like it doesn't move anything and then it moves everyone all at once. Is how it looks from my end.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm getting some other unrelated lag where like I can't delete a token.
Stop trying to delete me.
Okay, it's moving a little bit better now. Yeah. I'm back to normal.
Okie dokie.
I might drop out here for a second.
Let's see, I think my order was at the back of the line next to Kyra and the Bassinet.
Okay.
So I'll move back a little bit more.
Yeah, my my GM my test player window is moving fine. My actual GM window is moving slow.
Priority, man.
I guess. Yeah. It's all for the stream. I'm gonna reload my GM page. Weird.
So we decided we're taking this this path, and then we'll backtrack.
What does it mean when a loading bar goes all the way to the end and then does it again and then does it again and then does it again and then does it again
That's
and
exactly
again
what's
and again
happening to
me. What?
I'm downloading world data.
Your world seems to take a while to load. Refer to this guide for troubleshoot. Cool. Thanks, Foundry. Just trying to play
Your world
D&D.
seems to take a while to load. I just got the same.
Just trying to play D&D on this fine Tuesday.
Well, man, this is what happens when Falbin leaves.
I know. Falbin leaves and then everything just goes.
Took the internet with him.
Took the internet with him.
Rude.
Okay, I went back to the join screen and it worked faster, and I'm loading in now. So
That's the rebound dagger for you.
that's the rebound dagger. Oh. Curses. Okay, I think I'm back in. Y'all feel free to move at will.
All right, just remember Falbin is basically moving with Shade too, so because I think he has higher passive perception.
Oh,
than
sure.
Shade does.
Yeah, we'll count his PP.
Well, we went super far.
As
It's a
we
dead
should.
end.
It's a
We
dead
should
end.
count his PP.
We'll count his PP. Yeah. And it's a dead end. Okay, cool.
And it's a dead end. So should we go back and continue straight where we left off?
We already,
Yeah,
we already
practice?
found that was a dead end.
I think
Oh.
the next
Way
place
back
would be
from that.
down here.
Yeah, like through the room with the skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a long way, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, it is. A long way.
Let's expedite this process. Let's just say we're doing the same marching order and just get there.
Yeah, if a combat encounter happens, I will, we can reshuffle. No problem.
This side shoot here looks like there's something.
Yeah, you guys already went in there. It's
well,
just
why don't I get vision?
it's just a bowling alley.
Fill my map. My mind palace isn't as good.
Yeah, when you pass back through the room with that you fought the Minotaur skeletons in.
There's more Minotaur skeletons.
They resurrect again.
We're in Dark Souls.
Yeah, right. You guys haven't rested, so they're not back yet.
Oh, okay. We haven't gone to the campfire.
Yeah.
Oh, a corpse.
Yep. This is that first.
Oh, there's a little skeleton on it now. Little skull.
This is that hallway where you first fought those.
That's a cute death.
Very cute.
So
I am still stuck by lag back in the dead end corner.
Oh boy.
Well, we're seeing some really cool stuff over here.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
like
so
all the other passageways.
Were we intentionally taking this pathway, or are we actually?
We're taking this pathway.
Yeah. Are you
What do
guys going out to the
want this
exit,
pathway?
or
I wanted to investigate a bit more while
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Straight.
while we're here.
If I move the map, it cancels my movement. So one moment.
Here, I moved you for you.
Okay, yeah, I believe we're coming here.
Let me get this skeleton on the way.
I have found a door. Where it leads, nobody knows. This looks like a Falbin job.
Okay.
Wait, did you say you moved me?
I thought I did.
I'm gonna switch spots.
Where the heck are you?
I'm still back up in that top hallway.
You deleted his token.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I just VoIPed through several walls.
You're in a
And
different.
I got some weird visual of some stuff. So
Yeah, you went to you teleported in through a wrong hallway. So now you're down.
Evaporated.
Now you're down here. Isn't this fun, viewers? Okay. This is what you. This
really is a maze.
It's a maze balls.
Messes with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I haven't found a door. I think.
Where am I? How did I end up there?
I put you there. I'm gonna bring you up to the. So now you're here, Megas.
Okay.
This is where we are.
Don't worry about it. So you're at this question. You're at this door, right?
Walking. I'm gonna go ahead and take a potion of healing. Just.
Oh.
Yeah. Does Falbin have any potions?
I actually have full health.
Falbin has a potion of. Wow, he's got a lot of potions of healing and a potion of greater healing. He's got 16 potions of healing.
What? How?
What?
I mean, he has said he's bought potions of healing like every time.
Oh, 7. He has 7. Okay, he's gonna drink a couple of those because he's not feeling very good.
Hey, and while you're in there, could you tell us what the rats serve for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like they are. He's cloud computing with the rats. I don't know what that means in the in this fantasy terms. But that's what he's
uploading his consciousness.
That's what he's
to the
doing.
cloud.
In this world, every animal has some amount of like innate magic ability.
Yeah.
And by cramming a bunch of them in a very small compartment, you can artificially saturate the environment with magic.
I'm gonna call that canon. I like it. Okay, so Falbin
It's known
drinks
as the rat ratio.
He drinks a few healing potions and he's back up to almost full. And he turns around and he says, "What would you like me to do with this door?"
I think we all know what you need to do with that door.
First, let's listen.
Yeah, listen to it, check for traps, and maybe see if it opens. The usual Falbin special package, please.
Okay.
By the way, Theo, I'm standing on top of you because I assumed you didn't want to be at ground zero.
No, I don't want to be ground zero. I don't.
I see that in chat.
No, you didn't see anything.
You didn't see nothing.
Okay, so yeah, Falbin will make a perception check. Oh boy. check. Perception. He's good at perception. He rolled a 19. So Falbin leans down to the door. It's a pretty solid bronze door, but he puts his ear up to it. And the snakes all kind of also put their ears up to the door, or like their ear holes, you know? So, and he listens, and one of the snakes turns to you and goes, shh. And then Falbin kind of like stands up, turns, and like with kind of a nervous expression says like, I hear chewing.
Yeah, so I think we should go back to the entrance. We've got this earmarked now. Wasn't there one more passage as we walked in? It was just straight.
Yep.
After the door. So, yeah, we'll come back to this after a long rest. Let whatever's chewing chew.
Don't want to disturb a meal.
Yep, you know, there's some things that are sacrosanct, so.
Okay, cool.
And we will start withdrawing.
So it is. So you guys are going like all the way to the entrance to the other.
There was a path off the entrance that we didn't take.
Yeah, past the Minotaur statue to the north.
Okay.
I just feel like chewing isn't a good thing to hear in a death maze.
Yeah, not really. Not really a great thing.
South? Go south then north?
Yeah, so south will be over soon, I assume.
Yeah. Oh,
Portal
surprise.
to another dimension.
Surprise. Okay. All right. It continues.
Can I get a Constitution check from everybody? This passage is incredibly cold.
I am incredibly warm-hearted.
Constitution save?
Save, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did an ability check. Save.
Go ahead and reroll it as a saving throw.
Better.
Okay, the DC's 10. Megas, since you did say you're using your action to maintain a readied stance, you won't be like casting your bonfire. So with an 8, you are going to suffer 1 level of exhaustion, which we're going to continue playtesting the revised exhaustion rules, which just means you have a -1 to your like ability checks and attacks and saving throws until you take a long rest.
North again or east?
We flip a coin?
Nah. Where's the slash
R space 1d2?
I know things. Yeah, that 1 was for north. That's just how 1 works.
Always left.
Oh, look. More tunnels.
Yeah, Falbin notices that it's all dead ends here.
Falbin is observant. I just want to fill out my mind palace.
Same.
Completionist scum.
Catch them all.
Get all the silver achievements, the 100%, the labyrinth.
100% club.
Know it.
I feel like there's a dead end. Yep, nailed it.
All right, so are we leaving and taking a long rest?
Yeah, we're just gonna check out the rest of this real quick. I feel like we're about to terminate here. I feel like I'm playing Pac-Man. Oh, now this is an interesting development. West.
We probably should not keep going at this point. let's let.
You think we should long rest?
I'm thinking.
Leave and long rest.
We might want to long rest.
Can I get a D20 roll from somebody?
Oh boy, the old D20 roll. Somebody who wants to offer up that sacrifice. All right, last time I pulled a lever, it didn't go well, so somebody else needs to roll this.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13.
Okay.
There's a Friday named after it.
Lucky 13. Give me 1 second.
Oh, good. A leprechaun jumps from the ceiling.
Gives us each 10,000 gold.
Yep, I'll take it. Won the lotto.
Card called Chance. Bank error in your favor. Here's 10,000 gold.
Get out of jail free card. Free camping.
Okay, so so Theo, from the tunnel to your north, you hear footsteps. They are small, clattering footsteps. Not like tiny, but just like your size. And coming around the corner, you see skeletons. These are skeletons of ancient hoplite soldiers. So the two in front have shields and short swords, and you can see a pike coming around the corner. You can't see the skeleton wielding it, but it's like they are preparing to march on you in phalanx formation. So let's get an initiative going. Oh wait, it's supposed to be this guy in the front. Sorry, let me shuffle them around a little bit. All right, and combat for them. Roll NPCs and begin combat. Oh, I forgot to Falbin. Yep, forgot. And he goes first. Of course he does.
He loves going first.
Okay, so he will step in front of you, Theo, and
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And he's going to melee attack with his rebound dagger, which he will get his assassinate thing on, I think.
Yes, you will always get the assassinate
You
thing.
have advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat. Any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a crit. These are not surprised. So he will stab with his... I'm going to keep using his Umber Hulk dagger because I can make him do whatever I want. I accidentally rolled it normal. That's a hit. I'm going to have him roll again for a second attack. He may not need to. Hold on. 21 with sneak attack since he has advantage for a total of 20 damage. This thing is not dead.
It's a skeleton.
It is very... Hey, it is dead. It's very wounded. But it regains its composure. I'm gonna turn this music down just a little bit. It's very loud for me. Okay.
I can ping combatants.
He already bonus action, so he can't shimmy out of the way. So he will end his turn. Hold on. All right, and now it is the skeleton's turn. So the one next to him is going to do a thing.
Dance. He's going to dance.
Okay, so he'll attack with a short sword against Falbin. Miss, total miss. The one in the back is... can they attack around corners? Let's see. Movement can't cross corners. I think you can attack around corners. So the one behind him is also going to... he's going to thrust forward with his pike. And he gets a 13, which doesn't hit. All right, Shade.
Stormtroopers. They just keep missing. Oh, come on, that was a good joke.
Oh, they're both actually considered in range. Nice.
What?
You're both 10 feet away. See?
Amazing. Yeah. You're like moving a couch through a hallway, except you're stabbing with a glaive.
Yeah, it's like I can make a straight line from here, like through here.
That's so dumb. Yeah.
I love it.
Do it.
I love it. All right, so we're gonna go with this guy that is near death. I'm attack him first. So this and go.
And Shade, actually, as you like level eyes against this skeleton hoplite soldier to attack him, you almost feel like you recognize these, like their armor and weapons. These were basically rank and file Dragonlord soldiers. As he slashes away.
The poor fools.
Yeah, the recollection sparks in your mind, and your blade sparks through his spine, and he dies.
And I will use my second attack against the other guy.
Oh yeah, mega hit. Yeah, 14 damage. He's looking pretty bad.
And I can move through allies, right?
As long as you don't end on their space, yeah. And the skeleton is dead, so you can move there.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I will kind of push my way through, pivot. To get
just gonna scooch right by you.
Yeah, and trying to decide how I want to do this. Yeah, what the heck? Well, no, I will enter my stance and end my turn.
All right. Next up is Theo. Oops, Theo.
I used my force ballista that is on Shade's shoulder to shoot the skeleton directly in front of him.
Let me put it back. There we go. Oh, nice.
I'm trying to roll from its sheet, but it's not letting me.
See. That's weird. I see an attack and damage button on my screen.
Oh, yes, I see it in the chat now.
Yeah.
Here. Haha!
Oh. Yeah. That hits.
Oh. Ah. Ooh.
For
Take it.
How do you kill this this skeleton pikeman?
So this thing also knocks him back 5 feet. So it is massive kinetic force, and it smashes into him and scatters his bones everywhere. And the projectile continues lodged in his rib cage and gets impaled into the wall.
Oh, sick. Oh yeah. Little railgun action. Very nice.
Exactly. And then on my turn, I'm gonna curve bullets and shoot around the corner. No. I use my sniper expertise to shoot off the wall.
Honestly, like if there was an ability for like the Halo sniper rifle, where like if you have a shallow enough angle, it like will bounce across walls, that would be awesome.
I think in 3.5 there's like trick shot feats so you can do stuff like that, but they're really, really niche.
Yeah.
So by rule standards, I could move up here, shoot, and then walk back?
Sure, yeah. You're just like squeezing into Shade's space.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm short.
Prone
I'm short.
Shade's legs, just like...
tripping on bones.
The remaining one, I will reorient my lantern so I can see.
Yeah.
Yes. I will aim for that one.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Aha.
Now I will maybe hit with that.
Yeah, that's a hit. Oh.
Oh, good one. 5 damage.
Well, you did something.
Okay. And then I'll hide in disgrace.
Okay.
And Rue is dead, so what is the meaning of
Oh,
life?
Rue is unconscious, right. I'll say, like, but while you were walking, you could have cast Mending on him.
Ooh. Yeah. I
mean, it's technically a cantrip. Ooh, so this is where precedents are interesting because it's a cantrip, you can cast it over and over and over again, which means you could just heal Rue to full. When I think the intention of the class is that Rue has to like rest and heal just like you guys do, unless you like specifically heal him. So,
how about we put the limitation on it that it can be used once per short rest or like a long rest in that capacity?
I think just like a quick field repair per short rest, totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's play it that way. So he's still unconscious.
Would you want it to have Cure Wounds, Tim, though?
Like the same effects as Cure Wounds.
No, I mean, would you want it to have cast Cure Wounds on him? Because like
we didn't do a short.
So you're out of spell slots.
I guess I'm not understanding the question.
Because Cure Wounds costs a spell slot to cast. I'm saying like if you want to cast it, you can. To get him back in the fight.
Would Cure Wounds work on him?
Yeah.
It says this spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Well, okay, no, it won't. I guess you could use a healing potion on him though. For some reason, we need to really nail down these.
Yeah. Let's just table that for now.
Okay.
He'll stay unconscious, and we'll use mending, and because then we could also play it as, during a short rest, he had the time to work on Rue and fix him up. Whereas like mending would be like more for like a combat situation. So we could work with those two mechanics. I think would probably be a better way around it. Like during a short rest, you could heal him, and then that would also enable you to use mending later on.
That'd be cool.
Because then you couldn't use it. You could use the mending in combat, but it's not like a big, showstopper because it's not going to heal a whole lot. It's more of a stopgap. It's like slapping duct tape on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, we'll play it that way.
Love it. Thank you.
Okay, my turn's over. Somebody else go.
Megas.
Could you move me up to where I would be in the turn orders? Because I don't know what's going on.
So you're here. You can see Shade and Falvin and Theo just killed a couple skeletons in this corner here. You think there's one more here? Although you don't have line of sight on it from where you are.
Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Done.
Walk on everybody's head like everyone else did.
All right, so I have enough movement to move up and occupy Shade's space, and then cast a spell, and then move back.
Sure. Okay. You guys just all like, oh, yeah, sorry.
Mobile.
All right, barely injured.
Bulwark Shade.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is. I feel like my friends have this. So I'm just gonna firebolt the sucker.
Okay. That's a hit. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that's a hit. for 4 damage. Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll both of those.
Okay.
Because that was 2s.
Oh wow, that's so much better. Oh my god. Okay, that was the exact amount of HP it had left. I'm not kidding. Excellent reroll. So like, walk me through this. Like you go to cast the spell, and then like what's going on? Like what is the issue here? Like how do you correct?
So like I cast a fireball bolt and it just like catches on him and it just starts burning some of his clothes a little bit, and I'm like, no, and my armband lights up and the fire that's on him suddenly flares into a bonfire and incinerates him.
That's great. Yeah. Just and falls to the ground. And you've beaten my skeleton puzzle.
All right, and then I move back to the back of the line.
Cool. Awesome.
We should probably check out at least the end of this tunnel. Right.
Yeah, so I'm doing fine.
We cleared it.
Like,
maybe.
As long as it's not the butcher, I have another encounter left in me.
Yes.
Shade would try and even though we just kind of smashed these guys, try and respectfully kind of shift their remains to the side. And
yeah.
It's like, I think we should put them to rest properly as soon as we have the chance.
Should I put them in my bag of holding? Then we can do a bonfire later.
Wait on that.
Options. Bag of holding. Never thought you'd have that ability, did you?
It is nice to have. Yeah, so you set the skeleton hoplites kind of against the wall, set their weapons and shields kind of where they would be, and then proceed onward.
I removed the one from the wall that was impaled.
It's gonna take you down here and
bullseye. Yeah.
No hard feelings, eh, chap?
Those were dead ends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could actually see them?
I like that you're just walking.
I have to be like literally on top of the wall to see.
It's very dark in here.
Very dark. No skylights.
Nope.
You definitely use them.
All right. Looks like we cleared it.
Hey! Yeah.
So
Password is chewing.
So
then
basically I'll just kind of like pull you guys out instead of you having to navigate through. Was the intention to return to the entrance and rest, or like what was the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, like just outside.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just outside, set up the tiny hut, take a long rest.
All right.
Yep.
I'll just pull you guys out there if that's all right.
Sure.
I'm going to put you just in the entrance here and just pretend that you go outside. And we'll just, you guys can continue on with that.
Long rest.
All right, so activating long rest.
Yeah. Go ahead. You've already cast your tiny hut and you guys are holed up in that. Cool. Yeah. Shade Kyra, and she's kind of getting a fire going and like playing a little music in the hut. Does the smoke go up out of the hut?
If the fire was cast while the hut was created, then yes, the hut is permeable for things that were within it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. She says, Shade, how are you feeling? We'll say this is like an hour into the rest.
A little tired. I think I know why. I wasn't with the remaining Dragonlords 500 years ago.
She's just like intently listening.
I really only have a glimpse of it. Most of it not really clear memories. In the last few battles I was in, I was not in my right mind. It was probably something more akin to this butcher stalking the labyrinth than myself. I just can feel it in my memories now, however clouded they may be. Just rage, anger, the need to kill, shed blood, driving me on relentlessly. He'd look at her and just like meet her eyes and just say, it was not a pleasant feeling.
She just kind of puts a hand on your arm and says, we all do things that, looking back, we can't bear to think about. We struggle to even see how we would be capable of such things. But you're a man of kindness and heart and love, and I know that whatever you did, whatever you felt like all those years back then, I know that it wasn't what you wanted to be, and when able to choose, you wouldn't have been.
That's at least what I like to think. I hope you are correct.
Do you have a favorite song, Shade? She's like tuning her lute. Anything from the old world? I was there.
From the old world, not that I can remember.
Let me see if this one rings any bells. And she plays you kind of a jaunty little tune. Like it almost seems like something you would hear, like a funny Irish dirge that kind of like tells of the demise of some foolhardy person. And it's like you're laughing and also shedding tear at the same time. It's about a bard named Richie Wine who single-handedly tried to defend a settlement from a giant, and was squashed immediately by its huge foot, leaving only his feathered cap. That was the only thing they could take away. And but all the ladies loved him, and he had the best singing voice, and so his name is legendary in small taverns and pubs. And she sings that, and
that's why you don't put a bard in the front lines.
They told him not to do it, but he did. Richie wine. Anyway, she leaves you to your rest, but yeah.
Be sure to water the plant.
Yeah. You water the plant with your own rations this time because it's not raining out.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody get your long rest. Rue will be back up to full as well.
I'm talking about.
Okay, and we are back in the entrance of the necropolis. You're in this this room with this wide descending staircase that goes past a stone statue of a minotaur. All these murals of death and carnage and conquest, with this just bright red blood being the primary color you see. And yeah, I'm assuming you guys are headed towards the room with the chewing.
Yep.
Okay.
As we enter the maze once again, I will go over to Shade and I will mention that echo, all carnage and bloodlust. That is the second most real representation of you I've seen. Do you know the first?
No.
I'll just poke at him in the chest.
Well, I'd like to think so. Shade would kind of get a little somber and say, believe the reason that version of my echo was so clear. Because unlike most of my echoes, which are pieces of possibilities, what ifs, drawn to the present, that was no such thing. That was the past that happened in this reality. You saw me.
Yeah, but
as
it's
I
not the
was.
future.
Yes. And I will take every measure to make sure it does not ever become the future. And I appreciate your help.
What are dueling buddies for?
For sure. I'm going to have to win that one back eventually. You realize this.
You can try. I'll keep moving on.
Falbin says, I am a Medusa.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yes, Alvin, we know.
Have you exhausted your dialogue tree?
Yes.
Hey, he says, I am a Medusa again.
I
So
feel like he retreats into his cloak and just says,
I am Medusa.
I am a Medusa. So I'll just pull you guys to that door you were at if you want to just give me a marching order.
It'll probably be Falbin checking the door for traps, and if it's unlocked, and then it'll be Shade after that.
Okay.
And then Theo, and then Magus, and then Kyra, and then the bassinet locked up and ready to go, and Drew, and we're all
God.
And about 50 yards back is Damon as...
Damon, yeah.
Damon.
He's really the far back support.
Yes.
Oh, there comes Timon now, coming through a wall.
And then there's Full On, and then
You guys remember names. That's great. Okay. So
you pass your name test.
You did. I wasn't even quizzing you on it, and you passed. All right. So you're in this cold, dark hallway. Megas, you no longer have that -1 stat thing. No longer exhausted. Falbin puts his ear up to the door again, and this time he turns around and kind of breathes a sigh of relief, and he says, "No more chewing this time."
They're done with our food. We may now go in.
And he's gonna start. He goes to start picking lock, but then realizes the door turns freely, and opens it up. And inside is just a scene out of a horror movie. This room reeks of blood and awful. Animal carcasses and slabs of meat hang from the ceiling on heavy chains. 2 of the bodies that hang appear to be those of human farmers. The rest are skinned and butchered, and it's impossible to tell what they are. The stone floor is stained black with centuries of this Minotaur's bloody appetites, and this appears to be his lair.
Wise choice. Long rest before entering the lair.
Yes.
But the butcher himself is nowhere to be found.
So he's probably healed up from those sick health potions.
As I'm passing through, I'll look up at the 2 farmers.
Yeah.
And I will just shout to the walls, like, "Was this your debt?"
He doesn't answer. Falbin roots around, and he sees in a corner there's a little pile of stuff. There's a bag with some coinage in it. In total, you find about 150 gold and 6 pieces of jewelry that are worth 25 each. So 100 GP and 6 jewelry times 25 gold.
So
Hey.
We each get 62.5 gold.
Yeah, if you want to just turn it into gold, that's fine.
I think that
And which I think is 62 gold and 5 silver.
I don't care.
Whatever you say, man.
5 silver is not going to break the game. So besides this gory scene, there is a not even a door, just an opening up here to the left, and then a door down here to the right.
Door up here.
Jade would kind of watch the door up here and say, "Falbin, you want to check the other door before you go?"
Check this one down here, down south.
Oh yeah, Falbin will go do that. That's me.
Thanks, Falbin. You're a Medusa.
I am a
While he's
Medusa.
doing that, I will take the farmers down and burial rights them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a rough scene. I mean, they are hardly recognizable. I mean, they've had a lot removed, but there's enough there to they still have eyes, right? Mm-hmm. And it's enough. So you proceed to do that. With maybe what could be some of their own gold. Who knows? Falbin opens the door, and he says he'll scout a little bit. And he runs off and comes back in like 30 seconds, and it's a dead end. Can I get a D20 roll?
I'll take it.
You got it. Go for
it. Well, I say that, but apparently it doesn't want to.
It's the first one.
We'll find out in 5 minutes. Oh, there they go.
Okay.
So the first one was a 16.
Okay. All right. Cool. So what now?
it. I
I
guess
guess we continue on.
All right. Just move at will, and
At this point, I think Shade will take the lead with Falbin immediately behind.
Cool. I'm not gonna move Falbin. I'll just we'll say he's with you.
I am once again holding an attack in case the butcher emerges.
Yeah.
Shade is effectively doing the same.
Theo is cocked and loaded.
Let's take a look down here. Ooh.
Peekaboo.
That's a dead end.
Yeah, I was dimension warped through these halls, so I already knew it was a dead end.
Ooh.
Thank you for keeping that information private.
It's another dead end. And then another path through here. A little dead end, a crack in the floor.
Oh, don't step on that.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, no.
Another
Wrong
crack.
lever!
It's not even a lever!
Why do we even have that lever?
Remind me to tell you guys a joke later.
Tell us a joke later.
Tell us a joke later.
Got another door at the end of the hallway, and another branching passageway.
Ominous.
Falbin, the door.
Oh yeah, Falbin
Hey,
comes up to the
Medusa.
door.
Medusa.
There's a room or something over there.
I am a Medusa. He does his check, and he doesn't hear anything. What do you want to do? Do you want to? But you actually, while you're standing in this corner and you're getting some line of sight into this passageway, opens up into a wider area, and you think you see light coming in there.
Do we investigate the room or the door first?
There should be.
Probably the door first, because something might come out while we're going up there, and then we'd be surrounded. And
All right, Falbin, go for it.
Oh God, that's too bright. Hold
because you're a Medusa.
Okay, go for what? Sorry.
The door.
The door. Okay, cool. Falbin opens up the door, and inside is kind of another familiar sight. A lot of bones. So this barrel vaulted chamber is just littered with bones, discarded weapons, and rusted shields. Pillars and alcoves along the walls house marble statues of priests and supplicants.
There's another door.
Is there anything from the statues of the priests and such that I could discern?
Do a history check.
And while he's doing that, are there any things in here that we can pick up and put in our dimensional bag?
There's a lot of bones. Bones and weapons.
Weapons? Are the weapons any good?
They're
Can I look at
shitty, rusted weapons.
Oh, I don't want any shitty rusted
Megas,
weapon.
with that history check, you recognize the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The marble engraved robes that these priests wear are very similar to the robes that Aesop wears. So these are most likely like Dragonlord priests, priests of the order. Yeah, so Theo, as you're debating what to pick up and put in your bag, the bones and weapons that litter the floor begin to rattle and
Come on.
what did you expect? It's a room full of bones. You remember what happened in the last room full of bones? They begin to rattle and lock together, sockets clicking into joints, and within moments 6 armored skeletons stand before you, and they slam their swords against their shields in like a militaristic sort of way, and we're gonna start combat.
I close the door and just turn around and say to the butcher, "Adventurers, am I right?"
To the butcher. Who says, "Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just stupid." Okay, so here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one.
Oh, my lights went out.
Here's one. Your lights went out?
Oh, was I teleported somewhere? Where did I go?
I made you invisible. Hold on. I'm trying to click on the skeleton under you. Hold on, let me move you out of the way. Because there's a skeleton.
No, you can just leave me there. You can just leave me where I'm at right now. You don't have to move me back.
Okay, there you go. There you're back.
No, I mean back to it. No.
You're back.
And
Falbin needs to roll initiative, of course.
Was it Shade in here?
Shade's invisible.
Yeah,
too.
where?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me move you so I can get
the one ring.
Okay, so you're in a room with 9 skeletons. Shade
There
and
was 6 before, now there's 9?
Did I say 6? Did I say 6?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 50% more.
Yeah, that's the encounter for wimps. So Shade, you and Theo, like these skeletons are like collecting and like standing up like right next to you. Falbin, of course, is the first to act. So he's gonna go first, and he will just stibbity stab twice. I'm just gonna roll 2 times, and that's a hit and 2 hits. The first one is going to be with sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Total of 18 damage. The first skeleton goes down. Theo. He's also going to move out of the way.
So if I get move, I'll be hit by 4 people.
Yeah, won't that be fun?
No! So, to avoid that, and a butt ton of damage, I will... Well, let's see. What does this do? Uh-huh. I see. Thunder Wave.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm.
It's actually a good choice in here.
Originates from the Constitution throw. Oh yeah.
So if you wanted to get the most damage, it would get Shade in there, but I'm sure Shade's fine with that.
It's fine. What's a little thunder wave between teammates?
Exactly.
That's going on the quote wall.
If
One second.
I can't thunder wave you, then who can? Boom. Maximum damage, baby.
What's
Meanwhile,
a little...
Vegas is back here. It's like, he never lets me thunderwave.
One too many duels.
Okay.
So Constitution DC 14.
I'm just gonna roll. Well, hold on. So for these guys.
Oh, I want to use my last luck to make that damage roll better, because that's just pitiful.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is just a bad.
So they rolled a 6 on their con save.
So for the damage portion, the rules are either advantage or is there a plus that we could do on that?
For damage, I don't think so. I think it'd be a reroll.
Yeah, I think that would be rather overpowered. I can't believe someone would ask that.
That's a pretty good roll, though.
There we go.
So you're going to do 11 thunder damage to all 6 of these skeletons. They're pretty weak. And what happens again if they fail? Do they get knocked back?
Let me look at my encyclopedia.
Thunderwave. They get pushed 10 feet away from you. So here's what happens. They all failed, or at least the 6 in front of you all failed. And combined with the push, I'm going to say this shatters all of them as they just... this shockwave pushes this whole mass of skeletons, and against the statues of Dragonlord priests, they are just shattered and scattered across the room. And there is only the 2 remaining that are right next to you.
Unlimited power! Bonus action. I can't really. I'm not gonna waste Misty Step.
Is killing 6 skeletons not enough for you?
I guess not.
You could move. You could move so you're not right on top of one.
Oh, I can use my bonus action to fire my ballista from Shade's shoulder.
Amazing. Okay, I don't know where that guy went.
Is that still around?
It lasts for...
Well, you took a long rest.
Long rest. You're right. I could resummon it with my bonus.
Yeah. If you want to have resummoned it earlier, that's fine. So go ahead and fire away.
Fire away. I will aim at the one that is oddly underneath me. And
I like how the Force Ballista just lives on Shade's shoulder. Like, it's just where you cast it every time.
It's like an autonomous predator cannon.
Yeah, 100%.
I know he's going to be in the front all the time, so it's going to be in the ideal location.
It's great.
Okay, so I have to post it out here, then I have to roll.
Yeah.
And...
it's going to be a miss. Yeah. It seems afraid to hit you. It's a very kind little robot.
It is. Okay, can you fly Rue over in here?
So yeah, where the heck is he? Shoot.
Probably hiding
There he
somewhere.
goes, in the middle of the room. He's right here.
Oh, Rue! Rue will Talon Strike the one that is underneath me.
Okay.
Talon.
That's a hit.
Aha! No opportunity attack.
For 3 damage, okay? All right, anything else?
Rue will remove himself.
He'll take an opportunity attack.
Well, then he will not remove himself from danger.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
He will remain near his master.
Okay. What a good Rue. All right, Megas.
So I'm gonna come have a look at things. So there's 1 skeleton left?
2. There's one like directly on top of, or like in the same space as Theo. Theo, I'm gonna say that at the end of your turn you had to move, so you can just pick an adjacent spot.
Adjacent.
You didn't want to go up, over here?
I didn't want to sit on the other one. Sit on the statue? Can I sit on the statue?
Yeah, you can sit on the statue. Yeah.
Okay. How about I just walk on a Rue? Would that?
That's fine.
That way I'm not on her statue.
All right.
Come on in, Megas.
Okay. I'm going to look at the 2 skeletons left, and I'm going to turn to Shade and Theo after their whole Thunderwave discussion. I'm going to say, like, so Fireball is cool too, right?
Yeah, that's permissible. That would do.
All right.
And then I'm going
sets his shoulder.
And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
I was gonna say, are you gonna cast Fireball on 2 skeletons?
Yeah.
No.
All right, Dex saving throws on these guys.
Whoa.
They're skeletons, so their dex must be amazing, right?
So good. They rolled a 10. So.
Yeah.
What's that damage?
I feel like damage should be doubled.
It's
Burned.
pretty good.
Undead.
They are fried. They crisp up nicely, and you get a nice crust on them. And
nice. Just the way I like my skeletons.
And they are
Crusty.
they are dead, and you've solved my second skeleton puzzle.
And we don't even have to worry about setting their bones aside. They're already, roasted. So
Yeah,
good to go.
yeah.
All right, good work, team. I'll
GG.
move back for people to tend to whichever direction we're going.
All right, Falbin, the door.
Yes, Falbin.
I am a Medusa.
Right. I am a Medusa. Yes, you
Okay,
are.
so
You've ruined his persona for all of eternity.
This path you guys are saving for later.
For currently.
Okay, cool.
At least at this point.
He listens and doesn't hear anything and opens the door, and it is a hallway.
I mean, we could go back, because now the other direction we could be cut off. Should we go back the other way?
Since there's nothing immediately threatening from that one, you can go ahead and close this door and then go check the other path.
We'll pretend like it wasn't.
Falbin is going to attempt to lock this door using his thieves' tools.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So,
Crafty.
Crikey, if you're listening, you can do this, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah.
So we'll do a sleight of hand and add his proficiency with thieves' tools. He locks the door.
Like a boss.
Consider it locked.
Done.
Cool.
Hey, a locking sound.
Yeah, that was me locking it. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Right.
So, this area.
Carefully start heading into the room.
So the hallway kind of opens up into a wider area, and ahead there is a circular chamber, and in this circular chamber it has a domed ceiling. And the domed ceiling has an oculus that is letting in some light from above. Theo, you're welcome.
VR.
It is a rift. Hey.
Stop being so meta.
So you can see this chamber is dominated by a large stone sarcophagus engraved with gilded letters. The floor at the foot of the sarcophagus is covered by an old but beautifully worn rug, which is this rectangular thing here. The rug depicts Xander conquering a race of bull-headed minotaurs. One of the creatures kneels at Xander's feet with a peace offering held above his head. The inscription on the sarcophagus is written in Draconic, so anybody who can read Draconic, it reads, Xander Horath, first of his order.
I'm going to turn to Kyra. And I'm going to ask, do you know what happened to these minotaurs?
Well, not necessarily, but if the pattern holds, it would seem that, as with many peoples here in Thelia, Xander conquered, and Xander being a bit more, he was a more noble sort than Estor or Telemach. He took prisoners. He offered peace accords, and I can't figure the connection with the butcher. I don't know. It seems like maybe a deal was made, but the butcher he's a vile creature and living in this state of perhaps undeath, perhaps not, but that seems more like a curse to me. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think?
It feels like what I'm wondering if there was an accord that was made for the Minotaur's safety or protection that was broken and is now the debt that the butcher collects. And it is both his right and his curse, as often these breaking of oaths are structured.
It's... The more examples you see, the worse the whole system feels.
One day I'll have to have a talk with the Furies.
I hope under your own terms. I hate for you to be brought in. Anyway, Shade, you were asking about what now?
The thing on the far side.
Oh, so that looks like a lever.
Yeah, you're gonna have to decide who pulls that. Not that it matters.
We all turn and look at Theo.
Nope. I took the last one. Well, that looks like a lever.
So, the question is, do we try the lever, the sarcophagus, look under the rug?
Maybe we should do all
back
three
through the door?
simultaneously. Great questions. Great questions.
I mean, you know...
Should we roll the old two-headed die?
You know you guys are here to retrieve the weapons of the first Dragonlord, that being Xander.
Mm-hmm.
This is Xander, depicted.
Does anyone have detect magics to make sure we don't mess with something consecrated on a
If we want to wait for another 10 minutes, I can put it up.
Okay, let's do a short rest and...
Feel like that would be a wise choice.
Okay. While you wait, can someone else roll a d20?
Someone else. Not that it matters.
Not that it matters.
All right.
Okay.
Well...
The... statistically unlikely, but as you ritual cast detect magic, you are undisturbed, and your Batman detective sight activates, and there is magic emanating from the tomb, and it is. I'm always garbage at like magic types.
It's the magic type. You know, it's just magic.
Magical. Magic hands.
It's just like a light enchantment, which would be pretty expected on a tomb like this.
Okay, but not the same ping as the consecration.
It is consecrated. Yeah.
Okay. I will let people know.
Oh wait, no, sorry. No, it is not.
Okay. I will let people know.
Yeah. It's not consecrated, it's just like
But there's something.
There's something. Okay, we should probably
do
check.
we chance it?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, she's probably got some cool stuff.
We'll take care not to walk over the rug.
Okay.
This thing looks old, I assume, and
It's very old.
just walking over it would probably destroy it.
Yeah.
And he'll come up here to the head of the casket and try to remove the lid.
Okay. Theo, what are you doing?
I'm just back here,
Pulling the lever,
not thinking about levers or lever thoughts.
And Megas,
and
what are you
sending
doing?
good vibes.
I'm keeping an eye out for the butcher. This seems like a time when he'd show up.
Okay. Shade, you reach down to are you gonna like push the lid off, or what are you going for?
Yeah, that's what I'd be looking to do, is just slide it. He'd try not to just like throw it off.
You're
trying to be
Respectful.
a little careful.
you respectfully reach down and like you see the engraved marble visage of your former leader, the leader of the Dragonlords, and you place your hands connect with the lid of the sarcophagus, and it doesn't move. and you go to readjust, and your hands are stuck. And Megas, your foot is stuck to the rug. And it is an animated rug, a rug of smothering. And the sarcophagus is a mimic. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Well, at least I didn't pull the lever this time.
I'm rolling terrible.
I can't believe you guys didn't suspect that the rug was a rug of smothering after the other rug.
Not all rugs are rugs of smothering. That is ruggest.
That's true. But if there's a rug on the map, it's probably a rug of smothering. Okay, so
and now you're never gonna use one again, just to throw us off, because we'll always be like, I stab it. I stab the rug.
You have me figured out. So Shade, you are adhered to the sarcophagus, and Megas, you are also adhered to the rug. So we're gonna begin combat. The mimic is up first, and Shade, it's going to try to bite you. So the face of Xander, the black marble kind of becomes liquid, and his face just rotates until it's upside down on his body, and then his neck extends and it lunges forward at your face to bite.
Whoa.
Hardcore misses. Shade.
All right, well, I want my hands not on the mimic.
Good idea. Good idea.
So I would like to do whatever, I guess, is it just a strength check?
Yeah, it's escape with either athletics or acrobatics. You do have disadvantage to do so, though. It's like an extreme grapple.
Okay, well, I will. That's control for disadvantage.
Yep.
I will roll my athletics check.
So glad we rested. We're all fresh and strong.
Even with disadvantage, you rip your hands away from the marble, and you're free. That is an action to do so.
All right. Well then, I will. My echo would be in the room too.
Oh yeah. There he is.
Echo.
So I am basically just gonna. Well. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Well, I'm not gonna really move. I guess I will use my bonus action to enter my stance.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, it's Rug's turn. So Megas, he has you by 1 foot, and he is going to attempt to smother you. That is a 21.
Yep.
Okay. So the rug wraps up around you, and you are just like within this scene of Xander and a Minotaur, and the light from the oculus peeks through the gaps, and but you are being smothered. So you are restrained, blinded, and are beginning to suffocate. Although in combat terms, that's not going to ever bother you. And at the start of your turn, you're going to take some bludgeoning damage. So I'll go ahead and Falbin's turn. The 2 targets have already gone, so he's just going to throw his dagger twice. He will get sneak attack. So advantage. That's a hit, and another advantage. Another hit. So that's 2 hits. And 1 sneak attack. For a total of... 16, 27 damage from these 2 knife throws.
No.
So, oh god, what Falbin doesn't know is that part of this damage goes to you. So the knives are just coming through the rug while you're being grappled by it. So it's 27 total damage. Half of that is going to go to you. So you're going to take 13. It'll take the other 14.
Safe word.
Okay, Theo.
That was 13 to me, right?
13.
Well, I mean, he can say safe word, but how am I going to get him out of there without breaking a few eggs?
That's true.
It's just.
You could let him get himself out, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm an extremely powerful wizard against a rug. I definitely need assistance.
I'll let you go on your turn, Mr. Snide, then, and I'll leave you alone.
There is also this sarcophagus that is doing stuff.
I'll aim at the mimic, and I'll give him the old musket, as one does.
Wow. Nope. That's a miss. It clangs off the side of the wall.
Okay.
You got another luck point? You could roll it again.
I do, but I want to save that for the big boy.
I mean, you just long rested.
Yeah, I used one already, so I have 2.
Okay.
And I want to save those 2 for Mr. Butcher.
Right.
Because I don't think we're going to long rest again. And this is just a mimic and rug. So I'm gonna have Rue. Well, actually, it's still my turn. I'm gonna bonus my turn, and I'm gonna use my ballista on the mimic.
Okay.
Can this guy hit?
Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, yeah, he can.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it'll be 16 plus 5, so 21 force damage.
16? Where's
because the 2d8 it gets the full base damage die, and then the roll of 5 damage.
Whoa.
Yeah. Let's see. Are they no? So yeah, 21 force damage. That's a lot of damage on that mimic.
That is a lot. And that'll be it for me. Then Rue will pinion storm the mimic.
Does the mimic get pushed back?
Oh, does it do that?
5 feet.
5 feet?
If it hits, it shoots him back 5 feet.
Well, then yeah, it does.
I don't know if that's like there's a size limit to that. I don't know.
This is the
opposite.
It's a medium
it'd be
creature.
The opposite direction of. So it'd be to the east.
Yeah.
Over here.
Okay. The 15 hits on the pinion storm.
Held it.
For 1
Take
damage.
it. Rue tries. Okay.
He sure does.
I think that's enough. That's enough out of me.
Getting 3 attacks out of your turn is pretty sick.
It is.
All right,
Just gotta
Magus.
get set up for it.
You are wrapped up in this rug.
Yep. How much bludgeoning damage do I take?
Oh yeah, you take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm not having a great time.
Oh, powerful wizard.
I think it's up to me to get myself out of this. So, I mean, it apparently wants me to be smothered and to exhale, so I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself at 3rd level.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So, 3rd level. And yes.
So that actually works great because you would have disadvantage on an attack because you're restrained, but
yeah, nope. Wizard man, and I'm also going to breathe upward to where the mimic was.
Can we just look and see the required materials are a hot pepper? Do you see that?
He's chomping on a ghost pepper.
Yeah. Ah, tasty.
Tries a Serrano. Oh, that's just the first level.
Yeah. Levels.
All right, so yeah, like they have to make an 18 dexterity roll. Like, it is smothering me. Does it get any kind of disadvantage on that dex save since it is literally completely encompassing my face?
What I'll say is that the rug has disadvantage and the mimic will have advantage because not all of it's able to escape. So it'll kind of even out, but you're trying to get the rug first.
Yeah.
So the rug will make a dex save at disadvantage. He rolls. Oh God, a 16 was the lowest he rolled. Oh, but that still fails.
Too bad. Yeah. I am a very powerful wizard.
He's head boy.
Oh, and then the mimic will roll his at advantage. And
16 is the highest he rolled, right?
he got a 7. No, sorry, an 18.
Okay, so I think he meets it.
Okay, so the rug, how much damage does the rug take?
Well, I'm about to roll damage.
Oh boy.
Okay, and I'm going to use a point and re-roll that 1.
Okay.
So that's 17 points of damage to the rug and 8 points of damage to the mimic.
Okay. The rug is not quite done with you yet.
Dang.
But it's very close. You're seeing a lot of daylight through the rug. Most of Xander's form and the stitching has been burned away. Very cool though. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Shade, the mimic is going to, it's just this sarcophagus that's just, it's like a freezer that's just on wheels and it's just rolling at you. And it's gonna come up and actually no, it's gonna attack you from where it is. And Xander's arms that are crossed over himself, like all respectfully, lash out in these like long like Mr. Fantastic kind of style pseudopods. And he's going to try to whip you. Probably going to miss. 18, not going to do it. Bounces off your armor. Shade.
All right. Shade. Well. I guess it would be an action. Well, I guess what type of action would it be for me to try and pull the rug of smothering off of Magus?
I guess just a raw strength check.
All right.
We'll say if it just roll it.
I will roll a strength check then. That was a crappy strength check.
Ooh.
I am going to inspiration that.
Okay. All right.
Well,
so my rule was gonna be if you met the grapple escape DC with the strength check, you'd rip him free, but you didn't quite meet it. So you're pulling on this rug and the threads are tearing, they're stretching, but it's not wanting to let Magus go.
All right. Well then,
yeah. You know, since you have multi-attack and you would normally be able to make 2 grapples, I'll let you do it again.
Well, then I will try that one more time.
Much better.
And the last of those threads tears free, and you tear beloved Aladdin star off of Megas, and you just rip the Minotaur figure away from the Xander figure, and Megas goes tumbling out onto the floor. And also, the rug was at like 2 HP. He's dead. Yeah. Nice.
And I'll bonus action to my stance.
Okay. Falbin is up next.
Actually, I will also move my shadow, or my echo
Rugs?
right there.
Rugs bleed oil too.
They sure do. Falbin's going to throw his dagger twice, because that's what he does.
Give him the old dagger.
Give him the old dagger.
Give him the rebound.
That's 2 hits. For 22 damage. No sneak attack because there's no allies right next to it. He's still up, but the sarcophagus is like starting to bow and like melt onto the floor and then recollect. Yeah, it's like you're watching a time lapse of like ice cream melting, and then the time lapse reverses, and then like it's like that. Theo. Shoot it.
Shoot it. Boom.
Oh, and how do you so this mimic is like wibbling and wobbling, and Xander's face is like it's like in the Mummy whenever his like mouth is like stretching way past, or the mummy's mouth is stretching way past what it should, and it's just like struggling to retain its form. How do you kill it?
I shoot it straight through the head.
Straight through the
that
head.
Big old mouth. Straight through the roof of its mouth, because its mouth is so wide open.
This isn't,
and it's just my favorite spot to shoot. So
it is. And this isn't the first time that you've headshot like an amorphous blob type creature, and it just sends a splattering of black goo across the back of the wall. And you have solved my Xander mimic / rug puzzle.
All right, who wants to pull the lever? We've done everything else in this room.
Did I get the same magical aura on the lever itself, or?
Nope, nothing on the lever.
All right, I'll pull it.
Yeah, you
will. First, I'm going to take an action, and I am going to drink a Let's see, 40. Yes, I'm going to drink a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
And that is 20 points.
Woo! Very nice. You need it.
Yep.
So you're like,
and then I pull the lever.
You're drinking this potion while you pull the lever with your other hand, and you pull it, and nothing in the room changes, but you hear like behind the walls, kind of all around you, but sort of back in the direction you came from, there's this screeching sound of metal against metal that goes on for like 5 or 6 seconds, and then the room goes quiet again.
One of the statues moved, do you think? Shall we go check it out?
Oh, I guess we get to keep following that door.
Yeah, let's do it quick. I still have this awesome fire breath spell going.
Quick!
Okay, yeah. We'll say Falbin's leading the charge. He has the the key he used to lock this door. He unlocks it, opens it up, and starts to move through.
We're moving quickly, but still trying to be alert for...
Alert.
Yeah. At this point, I am holding my action to breathe fire at the butcher if he appears.
Sick. Very cool.
All right. We got 2 directions. Which way?
North.
That's a dead end.
Nailed it.
Just filling in the map. Completionist.
Just filling in the map. Yep.
Oops. Falbin just phased through a wall. Oops. For some reason, his vision isn't working for me, so I can't see where I'm moving him. I'm just like guessing. And you eventually, you come to another door.
This is the boss. This is the boss. Prep your stuff. Do what you need to.
Okay.
This is it.
Based on the distance traveled, the spell I had lasts for a minute. Would it still be up, or has it dissipated?
If you guys were running, yes.
Okay.
I will say if you're running, you wouldn't have been able to be readying those actions.
That is true.
So how do you want to do it? Well, you made it, so we'll just say you were running. Okay. Butcher didn't appear. Anyway, you're at this door, and Felbin listens, and he doesn't hear anything, so he opens it up. All right, and this rectangular room has a high ceiling, sculpted walls, and a flagstone floor. A mangled skeleton lies near the entryway. The walls are embellished with rows of screaming stone faces. The far end of the room, over here, features a pair of heavy bronze double doors. 2 skeletons are sprawled in front of the doors. Their bones are partially crushed, and their armor is mangled.
I'm just going to straight up breathe fire at the mangled skeleton at the entry.
Okay, it scorches and burns. Shade, you step into the room?
Yeah.
You and Theo? Okay, you feel the entire room's floor drop down by about an inch. And there's a latch noise, but nothing happens.
Oh, no, we know something did. Just because we can't see it. I know how levers work.
All right, Theo, what happened?
Traps, deception, and death.
Theo, roll an intelligence check.
I'm so intelligent.
I'll say do it at advantage because it's related to like a...
I don't even need to.
It's okay. It clicks in your head. The lever you guys threw in the other room must have disabled whatever this was.
See? This is why we always pull the lever.
You didn't want to, and I moved forward to the other door.
I didn't want to take all the glory.
I'm going to go ahead and breathe fire on the skeletons in front of the door.
So as you approach the door, the walls kind of shift and move, and out of the walls come the figures of 2 like large... Shade, can you move back a little? Yeah. 2 large minotaurs. These are like made of stone. So above the door, there's an inscription, and it says, "The greatest challenge you now face: to choose, to act, to live with those consequences." And the stone minotaurs animate, and speaking nearly in perfect unison, say, "Who should live, and who should die? You must choose." And springing from the ground are 2 altars in front of them. On one altar, the Minotaur says, "The spider." And you see a scary-looking spider appear. Obviously an illusion. And there's an animation of it looping as it's on the hunt. "Or the butterfly." And on the other altar appears an illusory butterfly, beautiful as it sips nectar from a flower.
Butterfly. No.
Now, wait a minute. This seems too obvious.
Yeah. That's why we do the butterfly.
We know the DM has always disliked spiders, so...
That's true.
Oh.
Should we toss a coin?
I feel the spider cannot live without the butterfly. The butterfly can live without the spider.
Huh. That's downright poetic. Should we flip a...
Magus votes to sacrifice the spider. Because if you sacrifice the butterfly will still eventually die.
Well, but there's other food sources for, a spider.
Nope, we are talking like full genocide of all butterflies ever.
So, roll a die. Our consciences will be clear. It was fate, meant to happen.
So which one do you choose? Sorry.
We haven't chosen yet.
I am voting to sacrifice the spider. They are wanting to flip a coin.
Looking around the room and looking at these minotaurs, is there any indication of anything else? Like, are there any markings or?
Besides the screaming stone faces in the wall, no.
Tranquil.
And actually, I'll just let you see what you would have encountered.
Lovers.
Yeah, on this map, normally that's just there, and so when you open the door, you can just see it, and it's like, of course you wouldn't step in here, because they're supposed to retract and then like come out of the walls as you step on it. But no, nothing else obvious.
I mean, Magus makes a good point. Also, butterflies, don't they do like the pollination thing? And
these are ethereal. These are concepts. Okay. What are the butterfly and the spider known for in this world?
In this world, there's
symbolize something.
There's not some immediate symbology there. It's just a beautiful, delicate creature versus a like strong, keen on hunting and violence sort of creature.
Well, you both want the spiders. Then. Falbin's not here.
I mean, I feel like Falbin would want to save the spider.
He probably would want to save the spider. So yeah, we'll say one vote for spiders. Say one vote to kill the butterfly from Falbin. I don't know. Falbin's pretty like chill with nature, though. Falbin, I'm not going to decide this for you if you're listening. You'll just be out of the vote.
Okay, well then it's the spider by default. So
okay, who speaks up? Not that it matters.
I will speak up.
Okay, you say the spider,
and I will lay forth my reasoning that if there is a predator and prey relationship, then like the predator does still require the presence of the prey. Okay.
You do so, and you see the spider die horribly, smashed by a sandaled foot. Its broken body twitching and clawing at the air as it stops moving. The butterfly sips the nectar and flutters away, and the illusions fade, and new illusions appear. The statues speak again. Who should live and who should die? You must choose. The village elder? And in this illustration, there's an old man surrounded by children, and he appears to be imparting knowledge to them. Or the man who would be his murderer. And you see a young man sneaking up behind the elder and stabbing him over and over.
Well, clearly you shift the trolley to go on the track that has only one person.
Exactly.
That's why.
Should be
the elder.
The murderer.
The elder.
Well, yeah, like normally, like I would be against like dispensing punitive justice for crimes that have not yet occurred, but apparently we're being asked that one of them has to die.
Choose.
So, Magus once again, Magus votes for the man who would be the murderer.
Any other takers for that?
Shade seconds that.
Yeah. And I guess Theo, that would. Do you have a dissenting opinion, or?
I just sure.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
You see the murderer sneaking towards the elder, and then knife in hand, he stops, clutches at his chest, and then topples over dead before reaching the elder, and they fade away. And then new illusions appear, and the statues once more speak. Who should live and who should die? You must choose. These children, young, healthy, with their futures yet unwoven. And you see many children, human, elven, dwarven, happily idling about. Or these fae, who have lived for centuries and shall live forever unless death is brought to them. And then you see dryads, nymphs, goatlings, maenads, also happily idling about. You must choose.
Are these things that are actually happening?
Yes, we are God right now.
Is there any way to
Killed
direct this?
spiders.
Okay, this Magus is starting to feel more and more like in like his wheelhouse, because this is philosophy.
Yep.
Okay, so we're dealing with the questions of immortals versus mortals. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It all comes down to a question, I believe, of like how often immortals reproduce, and because that's kind of like the unknown hypotheticals moving forward.
Reproduction rate.
It's like how long would it take for the potential of these lives to be replaced?
You want to do some quick calculations?
Yeah, can Magus roll a quick an intelligence check to know like what is like the reproduction rate of immortals and like dryads and nymphs and stuff versus that of mortals?
Yeah, it would be intelligence.
Okay.
You're not sure, but as you're thinking about this, you see Kyra kind of shift into view in your peripheral, and she has her hands kind of in front of her, and she looks stressed. She looks concerned. She says, "Magus, what are you doing? What is this question? How are you really solving it this way with just reproductive rates? These are children. These are lives. I don't understand."
Of course, I would choose to kill neither.
Well, then,
but
that is up to you.
I look to the Minotaurs. Is it a choice to kill neither?
They say, "You must choose." And then Kyra says, "Don't you see what this decision represents? The mortal children versus the Fey children?"
Shade would just say,
"Remember where we are?
choose both to live."
And we attack the Minotaurs.
As you say that, you choose both to live. They reach out to attack. Let's roll initiative.
That's how we roll. I can't believe you killed the spider. So they always get you. Start with the obvious ones. Get it.
Yep. We knew it was going there. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, so Falbin's up first. He's going to throw his thing twice. Per usual. That's a 22. So one hit. He will get a normal hit and sneak attack. 20 damage on the one in front of Megas. It looks like this doesn't do a lot. Theo.
Okay. All right. Bring a knife to a gun show. Get it.
Yeah, totally. Which one?
Same one.
Same one. All right.
That already got hit.
Very nice. Yeah, it seems like it sort of absorbs the damage of your attack, but your bullets are magical and it does full damage. What else? Force Ballista?
Force Ballista.
Yeah.
Get in there.
It's going to miss. Oh, no. They have a 14 AC. That hits. Sorry. For 8 more. Very nice.
And Rue, you're up. Rue will Pinion Storm the same one. Hi-ya!
And that's a hit. Nice. Really good DPS from Theo this game. Okay, I believe that's probably all right.
Yep, I feel like I...
Okay, Megas, the one in front of you, is going to bring down this like stone axe. He does have multi-attack. The first one is an 11. You easily sidestep and dodge it. The second one is a nat 1. So it does a horizontal swipe. You jump over it. Shade. Oh, whoops.
Well,
Wait. Why is... Hold on. It's got you like in the initiative group with the golems, like as if you're an NPC.
He is on their side now.
Oh my god. I don't know why that's happening. Just it's your turn. It's your turn. Just go.
No, Shade is back. No.
Yep.
Just go. Just go.
I am going to use my glaive on the one in front of Megas.
Stack damage.
Woo! Yeah, that's a hit.
Spicy.
12 slashing. Very nice.
And,
Get it.
I will do that again.
Woo! Another good hit. For another 11 damage. Very nice. He's looking pretty crumbly. Anything else?
And can I get my Echo in here, please?
Oh, yeah. Echo, where are you?
I would,
There he goes.
Echo.
Echo.
Oops.
I'll put him here. Whoops.
Right there. Yep. All right, and from there, I will use one of my Unleash Incarnations. Why does it never up?
The number of uses, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I'll use one, and I will attack the same guy again.
Are you attacking like past his buddy?
Yep.
Okay. That's not gonna do it.
It's not so good. Okay.
Okay.
And,
Megas.
Yeah, we're gonna binding ice these guys.
Okay.
You don't want to hold on to that for a little bit?
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I think I can get both of them. So yeah, 18 Constitution.
Okay. They have pretty good Constitution.
Might not have been the best choice then.
But we'll see. It's an 18, which
That matches.
Matches.
That succeeds.
Yep, success. So half damage, right?
I believe so.
So 6 on each. Okay. All right.
May not have been my best choice.
That's all right. Anything else?
That is all.
Okay. The last golem, the one in front of Shade, is going to go. He's going to use haste. So he's going to get a bonus to his AC, and he can use a third attack. So Shade, get ready to get 3 slam attacks.
Woo.
So first one is a 22
It'll hit.
for. Can you roll a con save?
Con save.
Yeah, 17 bludgeoning damage. You succeed on the con save. Second slam attack. That is a 21 to hit
That hits.
for 7 bludgeoning, and then last slam attack is a crit. And that's gonna be okay, I'm not liking how it's calculating it. So that'll be 20 plus 10 plus 5, 35 bludgeoning damage from this last attack.
I'm at -2.
So you go unconscious, and as the end of the round happens, the golems return to a neutral stance and begin to reconstruct back into the wall, and we're going to end combat. Kyra comes over to you and Shade, and she's going to heal you. She's going to bring you up by 10 HP. And she heals you, and then Megas, she walks up to you and she says, Megas, if someone tells you you must choose, there's always another choice. And I think this is supposed to be a lesson. The Dragonlords, they were given a choice, and they chose. They chose. And it's why most of you are here. But it's not a legacy that is a good one.
Magus is just going to stay quiet and contemplative.
Okay. She goes back to her idle stance, and the doors open. And we got like 10 minutes. Will that be okay, Davey?
Sure.
Okay. The doors open, and there is light inside. There's supposed to be light here. I didn't draw it. There we go. Boom, light.
Who forgot to draw the light?
I did. Me.
I can't see anything in this room.
It will get up and start walking towards the door, being the first one in.
All right. In what you can assume is the actual tomb of Xander, this chamber is decorated with polished bronze fittings that flicker like gold in the dim red light of a single ever-burning torch. The center of the room is dominated by a huge black marble sarcophagus engraved with the actual likeness of the Dragonlord Xander. The room is not silent. There are whispers that break the silence, solemn voices from ages past extolling the deeds of the man interred here.
Can you detect magic still, or?
Let's see. Detect magic stays up for 10 minutes, so
yeah,
would that still be up from my last cast?
Yeah, I'll say you still have it up. Mm-hmm. So the torch is emanating evocation magic. This is like a magical ever-burning torch. There is whatever magic dead people have. I don't know if it would
necrotic?
Be sure necrotic magic. There is that's all. You sense a presence in the sarcophagus, though. Like, I'll give you that.
So I'll relay, like, there is something in there.
Well, I guess it's what we're here for. And Shade would start to try pushing the lid off the sarcophagus.
Okay. Give a strength check, please. Do you have any inspiration left?
Yes.
I
will add +5 to that.
Yeah, I'll tell you that the +5 will get you there. So gathering all your strength, your feet push up against the wall behind you, and you just like lean into this. And this is one of the heaviest things you ever moved. This black marble is just dense, so dense. And the lid begins to slide off the sarcophagus. However, as you're doing this, once again, Falbin is in here with you. I'll say you guys are all in here because this is where you would be. And Rue as well. As you're doing this, Theo, once again, behind you comes Graxus the Butcher, and his hulking form suddenly looms in the tomb entryway, and he snorts derisively. Come to pay your respects, have you? What do you think of your great hero, Xander the Conqueror, Xander the Murderer? I am the last of my tribe. I cannot rest, cannot sleep. Xander and his order slaughtered my people. The olive branch he offered me, now a crown of thorns upon my head, binding me to this cursed place. Among your kind, he's revered, but I spit on his bones. And he stands there just kind of like breathing.
What are the terms of what binds you here?
He says, you ask of the kindness of your heart, or of the fear that I smell?
I will walk up to him.
Okay.
And I will say to him, it's true, you're larger than those I've dueled. But I also hate imprisonment.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yours would not be yours would not be the first oath that we have released.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Advantage didn't come through, apparently.
Okay.
Oh, so if I click whatever. Now it's asking me advantage or disadvantage.
No. 22. He...
I will use inspiration and add 5 to that.
Okay. 27.
27.
All right. He doesn't immediately attack you. He says, I will tell you of my plight. As I spoke before, your order slaughtered my people, and I was the last to survive. Xander did not make the call to slaughter my brothers. One of his other weaker comrades made that cowardly choice. But he felt something of pity for me. He offered me a chance at survival. He offered me a duel in single combat. I accepted gleefully, knowing that my size and speed and ferocity would win the day. But I underestimated his cunning. As I knelt before him, breathing my last, I pleaded with him to sever my head, to deliver the killing blow. But he denied me. An act of pity, perhaps. But I knew this would spell my ultimate doom. For you see, to fail in this sort of embarrassment would have meant an eternity as a plaything of the mistress of death. And I feared her retribution more than I feared any blade that stared me down on that field that day. It was a choice, but it was not one that I wanted to make. He offered me a chance to live in solitude. Here. Away from her judging eyes. And a chance to recoup the blood of my kin. Which I have done. Over and over have I collected that debt, but it never fills the hole that was left, and so I reap. And over time, I have grown to loathe this place. I long to look that lady in the eye, and to accept whatever cruel machinations she has for me. It would be a twist, one that I have prepared myself for. But alas, I am here, between the dead and the place of the dead. So what would you offer me? To live here as I have, or to die and to endure the torture of Lutheria?
two choices. And I'll look over at Kyra.
She nods back at you.
I would see you released from this place to find others of your kind to live among them until such time as we resolve our own grievances with the Lady of Death and bring her from her throne so that you may face your end with nobility.
Roll another persuasion check. I like this argument, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I have one more inspiration. I'm going to inspiration that one, too. This is a 29.
A 29. You see, he is clearly a little surprised by what you say. I mean, the fact that you are just still standing here and, like, earnestly attempting to make peace with him, in spite of what he's done. And he says, "You will have to ask him." And Xander's tomb begins to rattle and shake, and Kyra says, "Something's happening," and the lid that you had already slid off gets knocked over to the wall, and there's a kind of a shockwave of energy in this room, and the dust is kicked up, and as the dust settles and the room falls totally silent, Graxus looks on in awe as this desiccated corpse begins to rise. And the corpse surveys you all, and then he raises his hands towards the great axe and shield that Graxus bears. And Graxus, he holds tight, but his grip fails as the armaments jump from his hands and fly into the grasp of the undead king. Xander, the first Dragonlord, turns to face you. And then, curiously, he changes his withered grip on the axe and presents its handle out to you.
I look to Shade.
Shade, reach for it.
You take it, and it appears to need some work, but this is the axe of Xander, the first Dragonlord, and it is a great axe. It's a two-handed great axe, and I'll show you. It looks like... Why can't I show you what it looks like?
Because suspense.
Exactly. Thank you for that. Whatever. I'll get around to that. It's a gold axe, and like the head of it is like kind of like the shape of a dragon head. And he also has the shield with the lion's mouth held out.
Shade would like hand his glaive to the
echo.
To the echo, so it's holding both glaives. And
I gotta say, this is pretty terrific.
And he would kind of like putting the axe over one shoulder, take the shield as well, and just kind of do like a shallow bow and say, "Thank you, Lord Xander."
He nods wordlessly and then raises a hand, and behind him a section of the wall behind the sarcophagus spins around slowly, revealing a statue of 3 men. The men all wear gleaming helmets of mithril, silver, and bronze, respectively. The form in the middle also wears a gleaming amulet emblazoned with the form of a great dragon. And he kind of lifts out of the sarcophagus, just like levitates out. And one by one, he lifts a helmet from each statue and begins to present these to you. And he says, "Any armaments which remain in this tomb you may claim according to your own affinities. But these helms I give to you." To Theo, and this is the mithril helm. "This helm belonged to Ryzen Phobos, oath-sworn of Sybil Corax the Mithril. His spirit, loyal, even in grief." To Magus, this is the hands you the bronze helm. "This helm belonged to Estor Archelander, oath sworn of Arcarania the Bronze. Her spirit, bright and merciful." And then I heard that cringe.
Yep. I'm gonna take it, but for the dragon, not for him.
And to Shade, he picks up the silver helm. He says, "This helm was my own. Oath sworn I was to Balmitria the Silver. Her spirit, noble above all." Looking to you all, he says, "Hereby take unto thee the mantle of Dragonlords." And then his head kind of droops and then looks back up. "But do it better. Be the Dragonlords we were not." And then looking to Falbin, he kind of floats over to him and then lowers himself to one knee. He's not touching the ground, but he's like in a kneed pose. And he looks at him, "Though you follow the path of the Dragonlords, you do not yet claim its title. Just as doom follows your path, it does not yet claim you." And he looks over his shoulder. "Seek out the tomb of young Okos, a humble man. He walked not the path placed before him, but by his great deeds he earned a hero's rest amongst us." And this done, he silently lifts back up, returning to her sarcophagus, and he seems to be about to proceed to drag the lid back into place.
Lord Xander.
He waits.
"The oath placed upon your guard, Graxus.
Grappus. No, Graxus, yeah. He looks over at Graxus, and you can see almost a face of like remorse in Xander. He says, "If he wishes to leave, he may. His debt has been fulfilled as much as I am able, and this place can accommodate. He is under no oath."
I give a bow.
He nods and starts to sink into their sarcophagus, followed by his lid. And I think that's where we will end. Shade with the axe and shield. Graxus kind of scratching his head on what to do. And you each holding a helm of the Dragonlords. Let me tell you what those do really quick. So they do some cool stuff. Oh, by the way, the amulet he also offered to whoever wanted it. The amulet was worn on the statue that bore the silver helm, which you know to be Xander's. So this amulet was probably also Xander's. But the helm of the Dragonlords, if you are a spellcaster, which would include Theo, this helm grants you the ability to prepare the following spells: Bond of the Dragonlords and Dirge of the Dragonlords. If you are not a spellcaster, you can wear, if you wear the crown, you can cast just the Bond of the Dragonlords. Let's see. While you wear and are attuned to the crown, you can speak and understand Draconic. You have advantage on any charisma checks you make against dragons. And you have resistance to the damage type associated with the respective color of dragon. I might need to... I don't think I know what resistance Mithril has. I'm not even sure what Silver has. So if you guys have a suggestion...
Silver's cold.
Cold? Okay. So Tim, honestly, I will let you pick a damage type to be resistant to. And once a day, the attuned wearer can use an action to cast Dragon's Breath using the damage type associated with the respective color of dragon. The DC is 13 if you don't have a spell save. Yeah, so you each have one of those. Shade, yours belonged to Xander. Theo, yours belonged to Rise and Phobos. And Magus, yours belonged to Estor Archelander.
Yeah, you gave me the jerk one.
Whatever could you mean?
It has purpose. Who is taking the amulet? And I'm going to equip these to your inventory, by the way.
I would.
I intended it for Magus, but like it can work with anybody, really.
I would take it, at least for now, pending identify.
Okay. Yeah, I guarantee you these are not trapped or cursed.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that before.
No, I'm not kidding.
You got a lever that needs to be pulled?
I'm not kidding.
I was almost thinking we'd give it to Falvin since he didn't get anything.
So he did tell
if it would work
he did
better
tell
for...
Falvin to seek out the tomb of Okos.
Oh, okay. So I guess it won't stop there.
His loot is forthcoming. All
right.
Is that the right word? I don't know. But I'll just tell you what it does, and then you guys can argue over it. So while you wear the Amulet of Mitros, it's like a sunburst kind of amulet. A character has +1 bonus to AC and +2 to Charisma while wearing the amulet. Giants and Titans have disadvantage on the attacks against an opponent wearing the amulet. And you can use a bonus action to channel the amulet's magic and emit a flash of blinding radiant sunlight. And versus a con save, on failure, a creature is blinded. Undead creatures have disadvantage and take radiant damage. So it's kind of like a cleric's channel divinity a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you want a party member with 22 charisma?
The life of every party.
Oh no. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop recording there. Thank you for joining. We'll be back next week.